Welcome to this report in the wilds of Exmoor. Up behind me is Dunkery Beacon, which is the highest point in the Exmoor National Park. And I'm going to be visiting Exmoor Zoo and finding out what creatures they've got to display and show to the public. It's of course also home for the Beast of Exmoor, which is in fact a black leopard, which they have on display there. But there are of course been numerous rumours of large cats prowling this wild country here in Somerset. What are the highlights of your collection?
Okay, it's a very interesting mix of animals you have here. A lot are unique, a lot are rare, a lot are unusual, and the aim behind the trust, particularly at the moment, is to try and have those animals which need a bit of protection from the wild. So we're looking at a predominantly sort of endangered species, like for instance the chough, which might be flying around behind me, which work's being done with in Cornwall. And we've got a lot of other animals which right throughout the world actually, which need that little bit of extra protection that a nice safe environment like a zoo can offer.
Quite famous for it says the home of the beast. So can you explain a little bit more about the what is called the Beast?
All right, being on the side of Exmoor, one of the first things we realised once we took over the zoo was there was quite a bit of mythology and legend around in the associated area with the roaming cats, which had come about since the 1975 Dangerous Wild Animal Act, which were free-ranging, if you like, across the countryside and causing a bit of consternation. And I myself nearly ran a puma over when within a year of actually sort of starting work here at this place, and we took a tremendous interest in it, and that stimulated us to take on the uniqueness of the Exmoor Beast. And we decided that there was two animals which it could have been. It could have been a puma, or it could have been a black leopard, and most of the sightings are of big black cats, which are the black leopards. There's no big black jaguars out there. So we took on Zoysia and Ebony originally, and now we've got Bagheera here over the years. You can hear my chuffs going in the background, bless. And everybody sort of gets a chance to see something which in the wild is pretty difficult. It's a black leopard. They only really occur in the northern forests in India and one or two places in Thailand, and that sort of summarises a zoo. You know, you get a chance to go all around the world in one visit, and you see wildlife which could take you years to see, even if you lived in its own environment. And I think that's what makes an interesting visit to a zoo for me, anyway. For a lot of other people, there's different reasons, but at the end of the day, you get to see something very unique. We're a rural zoo and we're down here in the southwest, so that makes it really a summer destination, and to be fair, it's a school holiday, summer holiday destination, and we do get reasonably busy in that period of time, and we need to, because it takes us all through the winter. But the thing about a zoo is you're existing in our countryside, so you're going through the seasons. So there are good times to visit, there are bad times to visit, but a good time on the side of Exmoor, next to moorland, really is late spring, summer and early autumn, simply because you can guarantee the weather's going to be nice enough for a pleasant walk around.
You're in a, you know, it's quite a lot of vegetation, you know, throughout the zoo. It's not a very open sort of environment here, which is rather nice actually, because you sort of come around a corner and suddenly, you know, you come face to face with, you know, an unusual creature that you perhaps wouldn't expect you to see.
Yeah, after looking after the place for 30 years or so now, it's sort of developed how we wanted it to, and that trail, if you like, that walk, so you don't know what's around the corner, I think that's absolutely essential, because that's half the fun of wanting to explore. And that's exactly what you do in the wild, and that's what we want to try and give to the people who visit. what's around the corner, what's it going to be doing, because you can't tell. You know, it depends on the weather, it depends on the mood the animal's in, who last visited, and you get that sort of 5 minute contact with something which gives you, if you like, a lovely picture card view of something very special, like a black leopard. It could be a caracal. I mean, we've got nearly 10 species of cats here. Hidden away in amongst everything. We've got things from margay to cheetah to puma, yeah, rusty spotted cats, caracal, and you can go on. And then there's one or two other really weird animals you probably never have heard of. The most important thing about a zoo is it's a living collection, and it's living all the time. So there's changes involved. Animals die, animals are born, yeah, and the knowledge about the animals you're looking after increases. So you could use a guide off our entrance or off the website, and you'd be able to plan your whole day in here from start to finish if that's what you wanted to do. But a lot of people just come for, say, a morning or an afternoon, and we fully understand that, and it's enough time to get round, it's enough time to enjoy the place and get a flavour of it, but those who stay longer, I feel, get most.